This is the Iron Trader. It is Sunday night. Now, the futures opened here about 25 minutes ago. So, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell a stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil here on your daily chart. Now, as you can see here, we had a pretty good, what they call a parabolic run. Okay, where she just went there, broke through this resistance level right here, okay, at 94.89, and has kept running right on up. Now, what you have to look at here, though, is you have to take your eye on this RSI here, okay? This is getting, you're in like nosebleed territory here. You have to watch your MACD here. You also very, very extreme highs here. So just be careful out there. To me, with the crude on the long side, I am just scalping it here. On the long side, I'm not doing anything on the short side unless it starts losing the momentum. Okay, so let's take a look here at the downside first. So what we want to do here, your key level here, you want to start looking at the top of these candles. Okay, so this one right here is 89.64. Okay, this one here is 89.37. And then we have right below that is 88.97. That is going to be your key level there of support. Now, again, if it can't, get through all that, then and it breaks through, then you want to look here at this candle here. You're looking at 88.68 here. Then you want to look to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 88.07. And then we just work yourself all the way on down here on all these candles here. Okay, so you got 87.22. You have 86.71. You have 86.15. And then you want to look at this candle right here. This was your breakout candle. That's 84.89. That is on the breakout candle. Then right here, what we have here is you have your 84.61. Okay, so you have really good support levels here, but just watch this key 8 SMA here. What we're looking for here is if it rolls over like it did here and that price goes below. Okay, so now right now here it's an inside day, but it's way early here. So again, if it closes below Friday's candle and closes below this 8-day here, then you might have a scenario where you're going to be right here. And then what happens is then you're fighting that 8 SMA, and then you see how you have the bear flag kind of a situation. Okay, so what you want to do is just be very, very cautious. Watch the bottom of these candles, watch the top of these candles, and then watch here is this key 8 SMA here, and then below that here, all the way down here is your 21. Now, again, if your 21 there is lost here, well, then we got to look all the way down here to your 50 SMA here. And then you got your big retest down here, which is basically sitting at 77.59 and then 76.65. But if you look at a seasonality chart, crude is still bullish here till at least to the end of the month here, maybe even a couple days here in first week of October. Now, you get like OPEC there. Saudi Arabia had added an extra million barrel cuts. Russia added 300,000 cuts to that also. So you got 1.3 million barrels that you're cutting now. If China starts picking up here, well, crude is going to stay a lot higher for longer. So just keep that in mind, but always just be very, very, always watch the candlesticks here because you just don't want to lose what you made. Okay, so let's look on the upside then. Now, if you can close above Friday's high, which is basically 91.23, okay, then we look to these candles here, okay? So what was this candle here, okay? That was 91.35. This one here is 92.17. You have 92.87, and then your big retest up here is your 93.74. Now, I was always pointing out this candle right here, this 90.10 here. Well, you busted above that. That was your first layer. Then right there, your 93.74, that is your next layer. Okay. Now, again, if it breaks above 93.74, we're going to look at a weekly chart, and I'll be telling you exactly where she is going. All right. So let's take a look. Okay. Here's a weekly chart now. Here's that 93.74. There's the top of that candle right there. Now, again, If we can go up above all that there, then we start looking basically to your next levels there, okay? So what you have here is you got 95.76, 95.05 first, 95.76 here, and then you have 97.66, okay? Then we'll come over here, you got 98.65, you have 199, and then we have 101.88, okay? So that is your next target here if you can break above this level right here. So basically what you want to do is never get too far ahead of yourself here. Just trade level to level. That's what makes the most sense here, okay? So watch that 93.74 on the upside. If it breaks up here, then we can go all the way up to Hondo here. Very, very easy, but just look at the next level here, which would be right there, is basically a 95 area. And then we can come up here to your 98 area. And then we can come up to your, basically your 100 area. Okay, so one level at a time. Now your RSI here, well, you're at 66.28. You can see where this extreme got up here. And then you had this negative divergence here. Right now, we don't have any of that. So that can curl right back up here very, very easily here. So just keep your eye on that RSI and keep your eye on that MACD. Right now, you got a nice bullish cross, and it does look higher. Okay, let's take a look here now on the Nat Gas. Okay, natural gas here. You got your daily and your weekly chart. Well, looks like we're getting lost again here and with the pinball action here. So what you want to do is look at that 2.644. That is your 8-day on the upside here, and then the bottom is 2.55. So you're kind of like right in the middle there. Right now you're sitting real time, it's sitting at 2.636. So that is there on your weekly. Here on your daily chart here, well, right here was your nice double bottom right there. It closed right above. And then when she rallied up here, we looked at the top of this candle, always look to the left of the chart. Boom, double top, sold right off. But it held that 100 SMA here very, very nicely. Then I pointed out here where it just couldn't get through this resistance. Came on down, looked like it was going to be bearish and come right on down because it put in a lower low. But boom, next day rallied right on up here. Okay, very, very nicely right into this key resistance area. And then we had another candle here which topped out basically right at this level right here. Okay, so that was the recap of it. Now what we need to do is we need to look at all these SMAs here. So you want to look here. You're basically sitting at 2.63 here. Your 50-day here is 2.65, and your 8-day is sitting 2.5. So roughly, it needs to get really basically above this candle right here. Okay, sitting at basically 2.6. This is what you need to do. If you can close above that, then what we do is look to the bottom of this candle here. That's 2.697. Then we look to the top of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 2.736 here. And then we look to this candle, 2.77. Then we have 2.78. And then we have your big retest up there sitting at 2.823. And then we come up to this double top here at 2.865. Now, on the downside, always watch the lows, okay? So you're looking at basically 2.6. Again, if that is lost here, then we just follow down. You got 2.57 here. You got 2.54. And then we come down to this area right here. You're looking at 2.5 a level. Now, again, if that 2.5 is lost, well, then we're looking pretty ugly. You're going to go 2.45, and then this one right here, that retest at 2.425. But right now, this really is just like a really nice, good pattern, actually, for scalping. I trade the UNG and the BOIL, BOIL for the long, and KOLOLD for the short. So it's been really a good trading. You just watch these candles, always watch patterns. Double tops, double bottoms. You know, when you look at a candlestick, you know, always look at the previous days, the high, the low, and the close. That is going to be the key, okay? So if we can rally through this resistance, say 2.66, then just follow these candles all the way on up here, and hopefully you can get to this retest. Now, if you get above this retest, then we look to this 200 at 2.93, and then we look here. But always look to this 200. That's going to be very, very critical support. As you can see, she is just plowing right on down. Now, again, if you can get above that, and you can get above this candle here, then we're looking here, real nice. 3.38, and then we have your 200-day sitting at 3.76. So you have good upside potential. But if you look here on a weekly, here, look at the price channels, you're just basically sideways action here for months. Okay, so we got to see, you're going into the winter time here. So don't be afraid to go long. Don't be afraid to go short here. On the bottom, watch this key 2.53. That's going to be the key because you can see here, see how it held it on a closing basis. See how it held it. So always watch that key support level. Then if that's lost, then we can come to this candle and then you can come there. On the upside, watch that 2.66. If you can close above, we can shoot right on up here, a lot higher. Okay, I'll have more for you on Monday there before 8 o'clock on crude and natural gas. And thanks for watching.